Good morning, everyone, and welcome to A Moment of Hope with Upward Transitions. My name is Carla Stinnett, and I am the Director of Development and Public Relations here at Upward Transitions. I just want to say a big thank you to all of our supporters and donors through this winter season. As you know, this is a very difficult time for those who are experiencing homelessness in our community. And as you might recall, in December, we run the calendar of sharing, where we ask those who have some in-kind donations of blankets and coats and mittens and gloves and scarves and all those winter accessories that help keep those who are outside in the cold weather warm. And yesterday we had a wonderful donor come by, and he donated 500 packages of hand warmers for those who are outside and experiencing this terrible freezing weather that we're having this week. And I just want to make a recommendation that those who might be out in the weather, please go to one of the shelters. We have over 8 shelters, and 4 of them in the community are opening up extra beds. And so we have put out information on our social media about that. Homeless Alliance puts out information about that as well. And we do have signage up here at the Upward Transitions office that gives information about that. There's free transit or embark services during that time, mornings and evenings, to pick up those who need to go to the shelter and those who need to leave the shelter in the mornings. So we just encourage anyone who might be out in this weather to please seek shelter in the evenings. Especially the day shelter at Homeless Alliance is also open, so during the day you can go there. Just to give you some information or reminders, our American Tourist event is coming up, and I'd like to show you our save the date. We are having that on May the 5th, which is on a Friday, and it's the same day as Cinco de Mayo. So save the date, Friday, May the 5th, 2023, American Tourist, Cinco de Mayo. And we're really excited about this theme this year, and we hope everyone will plan on attending. And we do have sponsorships that are available at this time. Wanted to also give you a heads up that we have our Sharing the Love campaign that starts February the 6th through the 10th. And this is an online campaign where we raise funds to support the community outreach program. And this provides rent and utilities support for households who are financially unstable, that are on the brink of eviction, keeps them in their homes. And this is one of our prevention strategies to homelessness in our community. And then we also have ID retrieval for those who are already experiencing homelessness. And this supports, both of these services are in our community outreach program, and this community online Sharing the Love campaign, which is right before Valentine's Day. It's a way to could make a contribution in the honor of a family member's name, or just contribute and save on the chocolates and give to someone who is really in need in your community. And we appreciate all your support on this. This is a giving match that's through Express Employment International. The last 4 years, they have supported this campaign for us. And what they do is they will match it up to $5,000. So our goal and our target for the Sharing the Love campaign is to raise $5,000 online. And you can go, this online donation is through our website. So you can go to our website at upwardtransitions.org to make a donation during our Sharing the Love campaign week next week. Just to touch base again on winter homelessness. Last week, you may have seen some information in the news and also from some of our nonprofit community partners that the point in time count was conducted last week and last Thursday. And Upward Transition staff on a regular basis, every annual basis, we volunteer for this point in time, some of our case managers and staff volunteer to help with that. It's a great way for the community to those who serve the homeless, those who are experiencing homelessness, that population. It's a great way to collect data to help find gaps in services so that we can make a more strategic and an impactful service for those who are experiencing homelessness. So the data is very important that we collect, and it gives us information, and there are questions, in the survey that we inquire: where did they sleep last night? If they didn't sleep in a shelter, why not? What was the reason why they didn't sleep in a shelter? And of course, space is limited, but when we have temperatures below freezing, places like City Rescue Mission, Salvation Army, the City Care Night Shelter, the Homeless Alliance Day Shelter, and they open up the day shelter and add extra beds. So there are a total of 8 shelters in the Oklahoma City community, and these are open during the times or evenings when there is a temperature below 32 degrees. So this point in time is generally annually in January. Last year they did it in March, which we felt like had a little bit of an impact on the numbers. But last year there was a little over 1,300 that was unsheltered. So if in the survey this year, if they had stayed in one of the shelters, then they were counted as someone who had shelter. But we had an additional 1,300 that were unsheltered. So that means that there are people who are camping out or in the breezeways between buildings, or staying in abandoned buildings, or their car. We consider them unsheltered. And we would encourage you to support those nonprofits, including several nonprofits are working with the homeless population at this time. We are appreciative of the mayor, his task force that is addressing homelessness. And you can review the past point in time reports on okc.gov on the city's website, City of Oklahoma City. You can go under homelessness and under reports, and you can see a list there of all the previous point in time reports that they have conducted here as far as the surveys. And you can look up last year, and it'll take about, I think, 3 to 4 months before we get the numbers on this current point in time housing survey. And we can also share this information with our legislators and those who are working collaboratively to address these issues of homelessness in our community. And again, we just appreciate our community partners who work with Upward Transitions every day in this, addressing those issues that are affecting this population. We also want to give a shout out to our volunteers who step up at different times. The Alpha Kappa Alpha group, they help us every year to put together hygiene kits for those who are experiencing homelessness. And again, they came by this week or last week and gave us, I think it was like 90 bags of hygiene kits for those who are unsheltered. And we just want to say a big thank you and shout out to them for all the help that they have continued and their support that they've given year after year. We're excited that our donors are stepping up and bringing in those blankets and gloves and hats and scarves, everything that could possibly help, and we appreciate that. Some sleeping bags, shoes and coats, those are all used. We keep a small pantry here for the clients that we serve. This past fiscal year of 2022, we served 3,300 people in the community. And this was a combination of both of our services in our community outreach program. We had birth certificates that we obtained for those who needed ID. And the research says that 70% of those who are homeless do not have ID. And when you don't have an ID, you can't get access to housing, employment, anything. You really can't do anything. And so this gives them an opportunity to have access to other social services like mental health care and medical care. We know that lots of medical needs are in this population as well. So we just want to say a big thank you to all of you volunteers and those who have helped and supported our mission. We do prevent and reduce homelessness. That's the summation of our work here in the community. And we do that in collaboration with our community partners, Mental Health Association, North Care, Homeless Alliance, Diversion Hub, Legal Aid. These are all nonprofits that work together to help this population restore their lives, develop skills, help them meet their basic needs, and so that they can become sustainable and have a future. So we are continuing to push on towards our fiscal year of 2023. And again, we just want to remind everyone to mark your calendars for American Tourist, Cinco de Mayo. We're going to have a lot of fun, and it's for a great cause, and it's a real opportunity to introduce your friends and family to the mission here at Upward Transitions and what we do. And we just ask that you invite them, get your tickets. You can go online right now. You can purchase a sponsorship, or you can purchase a ticket. Or a couple of tickets, however many for your friends and family. You can go to upwardtransitions.org under Events, American Tourist, and you will see the link there where you can click in and buy the tickets or purchase the sponsorships. So again, we thank you again to all of our loyal sponsors and for American Tourist, and we look forward to seeing everyone again on May the 5th at Cinco de Mayo. I want to say thank you. We'll see you next week. See you later.